So, this is my Dagger Nomad. I have had the Nomad now for quite a few years. This is my second Nomad I've had. The original one was the original Nomad. So I have a good comparison to go against for this boat. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of history, talk about the boat itself, why I brought the boat and who I think it's for. The Nomad originally came out in 2003 and it took the kayaking world by storm. Paddlers from all over the world would take them and do some of the hardest whitewater and the biggest waterfalls they could find and push themselves to the limit. For the average paddler, it gave them confidence to go out and try new features to push themselves. About 13 years later, they brought out the second generation, which I have here. The second generation has been improved by increasing the bow rocker of the boat here at the front, which allows to keep the nose up when running down through the features. So you hit a stopper or run through a waterfall or drop or whatever you come across, that will help keep the nose up, rising high. Giving you a bit more control. The stern of the boat, it feels like it's been lowered slightly. With that and the shape and the volume, when the water is pushed down onto the back, it pushes the boat down and away from the feature and giving you a good little bit of oomph behind you. The deck of the boat has a slight peak to it at the front, which sheds the water really nicely after a drop or a feature, allowing the boat to rise up evenly and in control. Giving you confidence that you're not going to be sloshed around. The stern is very similar. The stern is very bulbous at the back, shedding water evenly. Again, giving you the confidence and control that the boat is not going to push you around. The cockpit is a standard size keyhole, which Dagger use on majority of their boats. It fits majority of spray decks, so you shouldn't have any issues with that at all. The boat is also longer than the predecessor, giving the boat a bit more speed and nimbility down the river. Again, gives you confidence to hit features with a bit more speed, but it is one slight difference to this one, to the old boat. Both these boats, this one and the predecessor, were both displacement hulls, but this version slightly different. It has a chunky rail. As you can see, the chunky rail goes through the boat and very rounded at the rear. This rail will allow you to engage on the river with more twists and turns and use the features to your advantage a bit more, giving you again a bit more control and a bit more fun. Yes, it has a rail, but does that really help with eddying out, breaking in? It does a little bit. Not as well as a planing hull boat with sharp rails, where those boats really excel at that sort of manoeuvre. This thing is a lot more docile when it comes to those sort of manoeuvres. The boat comes with 5 security handles, 2 at the front and 3 at the back, giving you multiple places to have an attachment points. These security handles are very, very strong. You can use them to clip a carabiner to them when the boat gets pinned, giving you a solid stake to pull on. But a lot of people actually use it for roof straps to go through, to secure them to the car or the van more securely. The outfitting inside is a Dagger contour aero outfitting, which Dagger used the phrase "contact equals control." I agree. Now let's look at the outfitting. As you can see, the outfitting has a really funky pattern to it, but looks are not everything. This outfitting is extremely comfortable. It has a nice, comfy padded back band in the center and on the sides, and a good nice size to fit on your lower back, give you a nice comfortable support. The hip pads also very comfortable and well padded and very easy to adjust. On the sides are little clips which help secure thigh brace, the hip pads, into the boat really well. They're also held on with a bit of Velcro, so it makes it easy to position up and down, forward and back to get it just right for you. You can add your shims inside the pad just as easy, so you can increase the thickness to suit your physical physique, and stick it back in is just as easy. Pretty much like that. The seat itself is also very comfortable and very well padded, but you can also add additional padding or some shims to increase the height you sit in the boat. Under here, it's a nice big space under the seat where you can add an extra layer to boost up your seat. But as you can see, this boat also comes with a ratchet. This is for the leg lifter. By lifting the legs up and having this underneath, supports your legs while you're in the boat, keeping you comfortable and stop your legs from aching. Dagger use this phrase, contact equals control. By having this also helps you keep your contact with the boat under here, where your thighs and knees go. Dagger has a standard thigh brace, which they use on most of the models, and the ratchets for the backrest. Inside the boat, Dagger has this step out pillar, which is a structural integrity to the boat, allowing good support from on top when the water is pushing down. But its primary reason is around safety. If the boat ever gets pinned, you can put your feet on here and push yourself out of the boat. Also, as a bonus, it comes with a hand grip, so when carrying a boat, you've got a nice comfortable carrying position. At the end of the boat, you have a full plate footrest. Daggers also come with a good variety of attachment points to store your equipment in your boat so it doesn't come loose and roll around. They have some straps here where you can put a bottle or a throw line for safekeeping and easy access. I have tied a little bit of string into my boat, so when my throw line's in my boat, I can have it clipped to the front so it doesn't come loose, or if it does come loose from the strap, it's not going to come out anywhere. Also, at the back of the boat, it has gear loops at the back on both sides, allowing you to strap and secure equipment into the back of your boat. A little additional thing I have done is put a sling will go down the back of the boat, one either side. Just clip little bags to that so I can shed the weight and move the weight around the boat to suit how I paddle. The Nomad comes in 3 sizes, small, medium and large, offering more variety compared to the old version, which only came in 2 sizes. Like all the boats out there, the volume increases as you go up through the sizes. So, why did I buy this boat? Let's see. I have some injuries, especially on my knees. So sitting in boats for a long period of time I found very, very difficult. I've tried a number of different boats, from Riot, some wave sports, piranhas, and I struggled to find a boat that I could fit in for a long period of time. And I came across this at the Cardiff Whitewater Festival a couple of years ago, and I had to demo it. So I got in and paddled around, and I was so surprised how comfortable this boat was and how easy it was to paddle. I didn't want to give it back, really. So once I did take it back, I kept watching it, and I kept taking it back out again and again and again. And I found I could paddle this all day without being in pain, which was a big winner for me. Also, it gave me confidence to run the features in any way I wanted. So I've gone from booths, even get put into a feature, deliberately get myself trashed to see how the boat reacts. And it was so stable, so forgiving while I was being beaten around in a feature. It pretty much had me sold. With its speed, manoeuvrability, I couldn't really say no. So at the end of that festival, I went off and actually put a deposit down and ordered one. When I brought this, I paddled all the time. I coached, I did safety and rescue for events, and a lot of river cleaning. When it came to do rescues, this boat was so stable and so forgiving, I didn't have to worry about what the boat was doing underneath me whilst I was dealing with the situation, and a swimmer would rescue the boat. Plane going overhead. But as a river leader, again, for the same reason, this boat was confident, comfortable and easy to paddle, I didn't have to worry about this, so I could spend more focus on what the water was doing and what the group was doing. And with the size of the boat, I could have plenty of gear in the storage of this boat without affecting how the boat performs. So, who do I think this boat is for? Now that's always a tricky one to answer, for anybody really. I feel this boat is suitable for everybody. From beginners to advanced paddlers wanting to chuck themselves down the biggest and scariest whitewater out there. For beginners, this boat offers a large, forgiving platform and very comfortable one. Once you hop on flat water with it, it is wobbly. That's because it's a displacement hull. It wobbles around like so. But once you get used to the boat, and not long after paddling it, you will naturally get a balance for it. Using your thighs, and you'll develop that skill to have basic boat control, which will allow you to control the boat ever how you want it. And when you want to move on to moving water, that displacement hull, the volume, the profile of this boat will give you so much confidence to go down a feature. Even though you've got the butterflies in your stomach, it will give you that confidence. Intermediate paddlers, same as beginners. You're pushing yourself, you're developing your skills. This boat will give you the confidence to try new features, new rivers, knowing this boat will look after you. Advanced paddlers. Now, if you're an advanced paddler, you probably know most of the information out there about boats, and you probably not be looking at this video. But if you are, this boat again will look after you while you're pushing yourself down the most challenging and trickiest white water the world has to offer. Hucking off the biggest waterfalls, it will give you the confidence to get through and out, knowing it's got your back. If you're a coach or a river leader or even doing safety and rescue, this boat is dependable, reliable. You can carry all the gear you want in the boat and it doesn't really affect how the boat performs. So if you are looking for a boat and you do like how this boat sounds, definitely check out the Dagger website and give this boat a demo. The most common phrase you'll find about this boat online is that it is confident inspiring, and I totally agree with that 100%. So if you are looking for a boat, the downside to this one particularly is its price. It is very expensive, but I feel like it's worth its weight in gold. It's reliable and dependable, so I do recommend it even though it is expensive. So, if you like this video, please like and subscribe. Hopefully you'll get out there in your boat, on your mountain bike. Go and have some fun. I'm always out there having fun. Always. So, get out there, and I'll see you out there.